If you've been wanting to start the Daily 5 but aren't really sure how to include it into your current literacy block schedule, this video is going to be perfect for you today because I'm going to break down how I do it in my 5th grade classroom. But remember, I've also taught kindergarten and 1st grade. It works in every grade level. And I'll explain to you a little bit about how to incorporate word study and whole group instruction. Hi, I'm Molly, and I'm a 5th grade teacher who helps other teachers just like you streamline your literacy block so you can incorporate the Daily 5 and Math Daily 3 into your normal school schedule so that you can meet with small groups and have your students really participate in a more active way because of small group instruction. Like I mentioned before, we're going to dive right into what it takes to set up a schedule that actually works for you, and I'm going to provide you with some example schedules. And this idea came from social media. If you're not following me on Instagram and TikTok, my handle is the same. It's always at the top. And I share a lot of example schedules over there because people have been really asking me, how do I do what I'm doing in my classroom? So I break it down and I show how to include small groups. The first type of schedule I'm going to explain to you would have 4 Daily 5 stations. So today we're just going to talk about Daily 5, but remember I do have a lot of Math Daily 3 content. I have a whole playlist for that, but this could work for that as well. So I like to do 4 stations during my literacy block because that allows me to get to all of my reading groups. There are days where I don't have time to get to all of them, and I know many of you have asked me about that before. Again, it's not always going to be perfect in your classroom. There are some days where I just have 2 stations or maybe 3. The goal is always 4, and there's always a whole group lesson before we start into stations, and there's always a word work activity. Now, my curriculum and my school district calls it word study. It's the same thing. I don't know what you call it, but you can let me know in the comments below if you call it something different. Daily 5 calls it word work, so that's what I usually call it. Interchangeably, my students are kind of used to that at this point. And so there's a mini lesson that goes along with word work every day of the week. If you missed my Daily 5 series, I broke down every single station for you, and I had a specific video about word work. So the schedule would look like something like this, maybe 20 minutes for a whole group lesson, and then there's like a 10-minute word study, word work lesson. So then now we're at 30 minutes of whole group, and then we jump into the 4 stations. They're typically about 15 minutes long, and this would mean that your literacy block is anywhere from an hour and a half to an hour and 20 minutes. Sometimes word work only takes 5 minutes, but you're showing them what they're going to have to do in their independent work. So they're getting exposed to whatever that day's word work activity is, and then you're checking in on it later. So then the stations are about 15 minutes, and like I said, we're looking at 90 minutes, sometimes 70 minutes, depending on the day. And while students are working independently on their tasks, then you're pulling book clubs. So my students will have a independent activity that they have to do on their own from the whole group lesson. They turn this into me usually digitally through an online system, so then I check their work and give them feedback. It's something we talked about in the whole group lesson. I scaffolded it for them, and then they go back and their independent practices to show me that they learned that skill. And then word work gets turned into me as well. And I like having the same spelling pattern for the entire week. That's what my curriculum uses. And then every day we do something different. And I do have a chart for that I showed you in that word work video. So I'll link that below and you can go check the video out if you're looking for ideas for word work. I love giving tips for that because I think it can be really hard to start at first. You just have to have a system in place. So another idea for a schedule might be 3 stations during the day, depending on your whole group lesson time and if you're doing word work or not. So you could have, let's say maybe your mini lesson is 15 minutes long and you have a 5-minute long word work lesson, and then your stations after that are 20 minutes. Do you see how you can really cater it? And then your students are working on things they need to be working. I mostly get positive feedback about Daily 5. The negative feedback comes from people that didn't do it correctly and they don't know how to set it up, and they'll say things like it's just busy work. Not in my classroom. There are checks and balances in place. I'm checking in on their work. I'm giving them feedback. And the small group, being able to pull them is priceless. I would never want to give that up because they love talking about books. In fact, I recently got a really sweet text from a student's parent who was hanging out with their grandma for the day, and she was talking about a book that we did in book club, and she had never seen him excited about it and hadn't talked about the book before. And so That to me is worth everything, and I swear by small groups. You can still teach tier 1 and pull, or have the whole group there together and get your word work done. But small groups are where it's at, and I'm passionate about that during math too. And I would tell you, every year my students say that's their favorite part of the learning part of the day. They're always going to say recess or PE, but their favorite thing we do is daily 5 because they get true autonomy and somebody's not just making them sit on the carpet for a whole group lesson. I've had students tell me in the past that the year before, that's all they did, and it was 90 minutes of just sit and get, and that to me is just exhausting as a learner myself. Like, I don't want to do that, so why would they want to do that? I really put myself in their shoes. So those are some example schedules. Remember that daily 5 is totally catered to what kind of literacy block that you have, and a lot of times I think you just really overthink it and you just need to see the schedules. So make sure you do follow me on social media, because like I said, I post one of those at least every week to try to just refresh your memory on, okay, I can make this work. This can really be super great for my classroom. And I have a whole playlist dedicated to the Daily 5. You can check that out here on YouTube. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching these videos, buying my Teachers Pay Teachers products. I'm really passionate about creating products for the Daily 5 specifically to make your life easier in the classroom. And I have a whole section in my TPT store dedicated to all the parts of Daily 5. So whatever your needs are, whether it's writing prompts or word work, I am working on creating stuff for you right now and just keeping Daily 5 going so that you don't have to think about it. You can just plug and play. So thanks again so much for being here, and I'll see you next time.